Steve Case is here with Bright Horizon Home Health and Hospice Services. I just found out we know a bunch of people in common. Matter of fact, I used to sell oxygen with Lincare, and I used to visit you guys over there because I know a lot of the patients needed oxygen and things like that. So we welcome Steve Case. Woo!
Hey, thank you.
The crowd goes wild
it
and
is.
crazy.
Yeah, massive crowd in here today, Athena.
It is just crazy.
Good.
Okay.
It's good to be here.
Bright Horizon. I've been there before. It's right, isn't it Herndon and Millbrook?
Yeah, and that's our office location. Of course,
It's
we're
big.
coming to you. You know, that's the thing about hospice care and home health. We're coming to
True.
your home, either your
Okay.
home or if you're in a skilled nursing facility or a hospital. We're going to come visit you there, meet the family, introduce ourselves, and talk a little bit about services and care.
I see. Okay, so the one in Millbrook is your admin office?
Yes.
And then basically your service is to go out
Door to door.
to
You
the
got
home.
it. You got it. So
Very
whatever,
cool.
yeah. And I mean, I guess I really came in today to talk a little bit about how hospice care works, misconceptions.
There
Really
is
what happens
misconceptions.
is typically we always think, oh my gosh, hospice care is the end of hope.
That's what people think.
They
is
really
it?
do. No, it's absolutely not the end of hope.
Okay.
In fact, we can
Good to
usually
know.
increase quality of life. And I kind of look at two areas of life, and I say, people will say, well, I want to fight to the end, but I don't want to give on hospice because that's quitting. And absolutely, it's not that. We're looking to just provide comfort, probably introduce a little quality of life back to the family. I can get
Yes.
mom from a hospital home, provide the same care she was getting in the hospital,
Yes.
and do that around her home setting where a lot of people want to be. And maybe they can't take care of mom at home, so they want mom to go to a skilled nursing facility, and there's a lot of good ones in town, Oakwood Gardens amongst others, and we really do a lot of work with a bunch of them in Fresno. And they do
Very
fabulous
cool.
care in there, and then we're able to still provide the hospice service. So you've got your 24-hour-a-day on-call RN. We come in and provide all the, whether it's cleaning or bed bathing or full showering or whatever might be needed with assistance. That's what we're there for. And then all the supplies are provided. And that's always run through, your Medicare, Medi-Cal.
That's what I was going to
Yeah.
ask you now. Do you go through all the insurances?
Absolutely. So,
Medi-Medis,
there's no
Medicare,
really
all
out-of-pocket
that.
pay. And families always will say, well, I don't think I can afford it. And I said, shockingly, this is the one thing you can afford.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, because, one night in the hospital literally would pay for 2 months on hospice.
Thousands.
Yeah.
So do you come in, I know this is kind of a weird question, if someone's in, my father-in-law just got into, I guess it's more assisted living. It's brand new, Carmel Village.
I have a patient, Carmel
Okay,
Village, and they're a
that's- okay.
fabulous job over there. In fact,
Yeah, it's a
just talked
beautiful
to
new
yeah,
place.
Rebecca Hankey's obviously a great person. She was out at Golden Living Center. It's now
Yes.
running that building, and that's a gorgeous building.
It's
If
go-
you're
they
looking for
even
great
have a-
lunch,
they
go
have-
there. Yeah.
There is. The
Yeah.
food is awesome, and you know what? They even have like a barber shop,
Yes.
a nail salon, a bar. It's crazy.
They were out at the Grizzly game yesterday. I was just out there yesterday, and they were
Cool.
loading the bus up, and so and I mean, I could go on and on about all the different assisted livings, and that's
Yes.
that's a great thing for us to look at. I can keep them in their assisted living through the end of life.
So, okay, so let's just say, God forbid, knock on wood, my father-in-law needed hospice. You would just say, okay, what's his name? We're going to run his insurance, and then come and see him at
Yeah.
Carmel Village and make sure
I
that
need a
he's
doctor's
okay.
order and obviously some sort of a terminal
Oh,
diagnosis.
okay, gotcha, gotcha.
But I
Okay.
mean, that's where we get to. And I always say, all of us, me included, Steve Case included, there is
Yeah.
a last chapter in the book. How I want to live that last chapter is really still yet to be written and to be lived. I will say with what I know about hospice care, it is going to be that way because
Right.
I'm going to be able to be where I want to be, not in a space where they might still be. I hate to use this bad example, but a lot of people on cancer will say, well, I want to keep working and keep going for this, and they're going
Yes,
to keep
yes.
pumping them full of a lot of different drugs, and guess what? It kills all the cells.
Yes.
We shorten the lifespan, and that last
Yes.
few months are not too pretty. So,
Right,
yeah.
right.
So,
you're trying to make their outlook on life better, more comfortable,
absolutely.
all that stuff.
That's what we do. My gosh, I could go, spend hours and hours on here talking about how great our nurses are because they're the real genius of the company for
Yes,
us. But
yes.
Bridget is our director of nursing. Is fabulous when she meets families,
Yeah.
makes a plan of care.
Yeah.
We send out. I just talked to Bob Schultz, who was here, about chaplain services because I got a fabulous chaplain named Richard Parr. But
Cool.
just one guy. I love to get more and know more people like a Bob Schultz to go in and talk to people and say,
Yeah.
here's who I am, and if I can
Yes.
provide support or maybe just sit and read the newspaper with them. We're happy to do that as well too. So
the nurses go out. You have
Yes.
I don't know, you probably have like a couple hundred of them. I don't
well, we
even
got a
know.
lot of people that do it.
A
so
lot.
yeah, and
You know what
the
I mean?
health,
To go
the
out-
home health aide aides are fabulous too. So they're the ones out there really doing the day-to-day cleanup and care, and and loving on the patients like they should do.
Now, do you do what I used to do with oxygen? What I did was I went to the doctor's offices and say, "Hey, do you have a patient that could use oxygen?"
Yep.
And then they give me the paperwork, and then
That's
we'd go
right.
out.
Yep.
So basically,
Every hospice
you're doing
patient,
the
we
same
deliver
thing.
oxygen to the door, actually. So we have
Yeah.
it there. So if there's a 2 a.m., we're having some breathing problems, I don't need to go pick it up. I've got it there on site. So if
That's
they're
true.
at home, Carmel Village,
Yes.
wherever they might be, we're happy to have that, and we keep that there for them. And again, that's an easy thing for us to do and provide.
Well, this is awesome, Steve. So if anyone's watching, listening, whatever, that has maybe a father, mother, grandmother, whatever, that may think that they need hospice or something like this, should they just call their doctor first or call you first?
They
or
can
how
call
does
us
that
at
work?
443-0303.
Okay.
I can kind of walk them through the steps. I've been in the senior industry 8 years.
Wow.
I was a school teacher for a dozen years before that.
You were?
Well, and I always say we're
That's
helping
so
people,
cool.
right? So yeah.
Yes, I bet you were an awesome. Where did you teach?
I
at?
was a Sanger High School teacher and
Awesome.
Tehipity Middle School, which is a stone throw from here.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
there and loved it there.
Very cool.
But just happy to be helping out seniors now at this stage too. So I say
It kind of goes hand in hand.
we
you
do.
know what I mean?
I used to work with seniors in high school. They were graduating. The seniors I have now are graduating.
Yeah. They kind of graduate.
They're graduating. There's
I
a much
love
better
it.
life. Bobby was just talking about that here. So
I love it. It's
so there's a better life out there, and we're helping them get there and get there in a good way. So yeah.
really cool.
Thanks.
All right. Well, like I said, if you feel like your parent or your grandparent or anyone needs home hospice, don't think it's the end of the road. It's actually a better way of life for them.
I think so.
Am
It
I
definitely
right?
is. Yeah. And again, questions are the thing, and we always have a question, and people say, I feel embarrassed to ask. You shouldn't. Call us
Yeah.
up. I don't care what it is.
Okay.
It may be mom needs a good assisted living, and I'll refer out to a
True.
Fairwinds or somebody like that, or whoever.
But that's
they need.
really good to know that you go out there.
Absolutely.
So I'm going
will.
to copy down your number
Please.
because, like I said, I have to do the Greek prayer here. My father-in-law is at Carmel Village, and he's doing great so far, but you never
Well,
know.
let's keep him that way. Next time
Well,
I'm over, I'll
yeah.
go by and say hello.
He's awesome. He's 86. He's doing good. But,
Good.
once you get that age, it's, he's
I'll go
okay
eat off
right
of his
now.
plate at lunch. I'm happy to do that for you.
It's awesome there. Matter of fact, they're having a luau out there. I'm like, okay, I'm going to come and see you, Papa. I'm
Good.
going to get some of that luau.
Good.
Call Steve Case, Bright Horizon Home Health and Hospice Services. Once again, 443-0303. Do you want to give out your cell number or no?
Well,
Or is that-
no, I really don't want to give it out, but it's on there. But
no.
call us. It's a 24-hour line.
Okay.
So they call me and they'll reach me on that line.
Okay, you're talking about the 443?
That's it. Yep.
559 if you're out of state or in town. 443-0303. Steve Case, Bright
you.
Horizon Home Health and Hospice Services.
You're awesome here, Athena. Appreciate it.
Thank you.